I'm Ben Meiselas from the MeidasTouch network. Look, it is so critical to show you the types of things that Donald Trump is talking about, the dangerous rhetoric, the QAnon death cult messages that he's posting, because our legacy media refuses to cover these things. But it is equally important that we don't just cover what Donald Trump is posting or saying, but we need to compare it also to what President Biden is doing and saying, because as President Biden said, don't compare me to the almighty, compare me to the alternative. Let me just show you what Donald Trump is posting, and then let's compare it to what President Biden is posting and doing. So Donald Trump reposted Ted Nugent stating the following: January 6th will be remembered as the day the government set up a staged riot to cover up the fact that they certified a fraudulent election. Now, that would be deranged if Ted Nugent spread that dangerous lie and conspiracy in and of itself, but you have Donald Trump reposting that, and you have the entire modern-day Republican Party supporting Donald Trump saying things like this. This isn't adjacent to fascism. This is outright fascism, and we need to call it out. So let's compare that repost to what is President Biden posting. This is the meme or image that President Biden's posting. Small businesses are the heart and soul of our communities, and my administration is proud to invest in them. 12.2 million small business applications filed. So who would you rather be the leader of the United States? Someone who's singing songs with the January 6th insurrectionists and saying that January 6th is a big deep state conspiracy or whatever lie Donald Trump is posting or reposting? Or someone talking about small business applications filed and somebody talking about our economy? Hey, this just happened as well. When Donald Trump was in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, here's what Donald Trump is talking about when he's being asked a question by the audience: how has your faith grown? A very basic question that Trump is incapable of answering because he has no faith. He is a malignant narcissist. And watch how the malignant narcissist answers this question. Play the clip.
And President Trump, I am so glad you're here, and I feel so blessed to ask you a question.
My honor. Thank you.
My question is, how has your faith grown since you decided in 2015 to run for president? And who has mentored you in your faith journey?
Great question. It's such a great question. You know, I've seen so much heartache and turmoil. I was a developer and I did other things, and you know, I had a wonderful life before all this stuff. I didn't know what a grand jury was. I didn't know what a subpoena. What is a subpoena? I had a wonderful life. I'm so glad. They were asked me the other day a little different question. Are you glad you did it? You had a great life. Are you glad you did it? I couldn't be more glad. I am so happy I did it because I've made America great. We can do it again. Right now, we are not a great country. We are not a great country. But I've gotten to know, because of this, evangelicals, I know so many people, and they feel so good about themselves and their family, and they base it on religion. I had never had that kind of an experience where I got to know so many. And Franklin Graham and Paula White. I know so many people that are so incredible, religious people, and not just Christians, not just evangelicals. When I look at the Catholic faith, you take a look at what the FBI, but look at what the FBI is doing to Catholics. They've made them like the enemy. They've made them, it's horrible. How could a Catholic ever vote for a Democrat or a guy like Biden again after the experience that they're going through? But I've met some of the finest people that I wouldn't have had the privilege of meeting if I weren't president, and they're religious leaders, and they really are incredible people.
All right, now let's compare Donald Trump's answer to that question to what President Biden said when he was on the Nicole Wallace show on MSNBC, where he talks about his value set being very different than what the value set is of the new MAGA Republican Party. Here, play the clip right now.
When I ran for 2020, I made a speech on the threat to democracy, and I made it in Philadelphia at Independence Hall. And a lot of the press said, what's he talking about this for? A lot, not just the press, others. Why is he talking about this?
It's not a kitchen table issue.
That's right. But guess what? 66% of American people thought it was important.
Correct.
They worry about it. They do worry about it. And I think that it's important that they know that my value set is very different than this new MAGA Republican Party. And I really did think, look, I know you're going to think I'm a little naive here after all these years, but I have great faith in the instincts of the American people. I really do.
And again, let's make these broader comparisons as well. You have Trump posting. Let's take a look at what his post is. He's posting, "Nothing will exhaust Trump and America First Patriots," which also reposts this account called Fruit Snacks, which posts a meme saying, "January 6th will go down in history as the day the government staged a riot." Okay, another dangerous pro-insurrectionist conspiracy that Donald Trump is amplifying. And look, he amplifies this same account called Fruit Snacks, and he goes, "Thank you." And this is what the Fruit Snacks account is posting on Trump's social media platform. It says, "The choice is obvious. We must elect Trump in 2024. We don't have time to waste. He is the only one who can lead us to greatness." I mean, just a total and utter cult. And then it compares Biden and Trump, but just take a look at what it says. For Biden, it says, "Corrupt liar, hates this country, criminal family, sniffs and bites random children, tries to imprison his political opponents, racist, dementia sundowner, worst president ever, a total disgrace." And then under Trump, it says, "Loyal patriot, loves his country, beautiful family, treats people with respect, still fighting to save America, classy, stable genius." I mean, this is the most deranged cult ever. Trump amplifies the Fruit Snacks account and says, "Thank you." Okay, well, let's compare that to what President Biden is posting. What image is he posting? One of Fruit Snacks? No, this is the image that he's posting of himself with construction workers, union workers, saying, "Workers from 9 different unions will start building a vessel called the Acadia, used to stabilize offshore wind turbines. It'll use steel from Indiana. It will be powered by an engine from Pittsburgh, and its crew will be union mariners." That's our Made in America future. Okay? What is your view? Which do you prefer? You got Biden saying, "I came to office determined to strengthen the middle class and change the economic direction of this country, to move from trickle-down economics to what everyone from Wall Street Journal to the Financial Times has called Bidenomics." And what is Donald Trump posting? He goes, "Every time you see these radical left lunatics and their partners in the fake news media talking about the trials and tribulations of Donald J," he calls himself president, but I'll just say Donald J. Trump, "please remember that it is all a coordinated hoax, just like Russia, the no collusion Mueller witch hunt, the fake dossier, FISA fraud, and all of the rest in order to steal another election." He puts that in caps through, and he puts this in caps, "prosecutorial misconduct at levels never seen before in the U.S. Deranged Jack Smith has already spent over $25 million. And then he goes, "Just think of it, between Mueller, deranged Jack Smith, and congressional committees, over $100 million has been spent investigating me since I came down the escalator in Trump Tower. Biden is a criminal, and almost no money, by comparison, has been spent investigating him. Get smart, Republicans. They're trying to steal the election from you." Compare that to what is President Biden posting. "American families are focused on putting 3 meals on the table, taking care of their kids and paying their bills. Helping you do that is my job." That's what President Biden is talking about, while Donald Trump is posting Fruit Snacks, posting dangerous messages from Ted Nugent, posting randomly, he writes, "Great!" exclamation point, exclamation point. Oh, and by the way, the ad on Trump's social media platform is QAnon t-shirts. And so when you're scrolling up on the feed, you get Pro-Trump Team 2024. It's the sponsored ad under Donald Trump's posts, and it's selling a death cult t-shirt, QAnon, and it says WWG1WGA, which is the QAnon slogan where we go go one, we go all, as part of their death cult dangerous conspiracy, where they say Donald Trump is going to seize power and conduct public executions on Capitol Hill. That is one of the things they believe when they say the storm is coming and all of their deranged stuff. So the choice is yours, okay? The choice is yours. Do you support this fascist idiocracy, what Donald Trump's talking about, or do you want someone who's focused on jobs? Do you want someone who's focused on the economy, focused on reducing prescription drug prices, on making healthcare cheaper, focused on the American people? The choice is very simple, but you need to see it in this contrast. Make sure you share these videos. It is existential right now. It is critical with basically 470 or so days before the election. Let's get out the word of what the stakes are. Thank you for watching. Hit subscribe. We're on our way to 1.5 million subscribers thanks to your support. Check us out at patreon.com/MeidasTouch. Wherever you get audio podcasts, subscribe to the MeidasTouch podcast. Check out patreon.com/MeidasTouch. Subscribe for free on our YouTube right now, and have a great day.
At MeidasTouch, we are unapologetically pro-democracy, and we demand justice and accountability. That's why we're spreading our message to Convict 45. That's right, gear up right now with your Convict 45 tees and pins at store.MeidasTouch.com. That's store.MeidasTouch.com.